If you ask us which truck to buy, the Nissan Frontier wouldn't be the first pick. Sorry, Frontier fans, but it just doesn't top our list, even if we talk about midsize class only. But it's not just about us. Many truckers have their doubts, and sales numbers don't lie. If you want to know why the Nissan Frontier is not selling, here are 6 shocking reasons. Number 6, Nissan has never been a powerhouse in the truck segment. A struggle to build a strong legacy in the market, unlike Ford, Chevy, Toyota, and Ram, is now more evident than ever, and the slow sales of the Nissan Frontier are just one symptom of a bigger issue. Let's start with a major red flag, the discontinuation of the Titan. The full-size truck was supposed to go head-to-head with the Ford F-150 and Ram 1500, but it never really caught on. Instead of investing in a stronger lineup or major redesigns, Nissan's waving the white flag, pulling the Titan from the market. That move sends a clear message. The company isn't ready for the biggest stage, and buyers have noticed. Then there's Nissan's absence from one of the hottest trends in the industry, compact pickups. Ford found massive success with the Maverick, and Hyundai made waves with the Santa Cruz. Even Toyota's jumping into the bandwagon with the Stout, but Nissan, nowhere to be found. The company isn't even trying to get a slice of the growing market. That lack of visionary perception and market awareness only makes truckers look elsewhere. All of this has a ripple effect on the Frontier. Slow sales are the result, but they aren't the only concern. Dig a little deeper and you'll find even more reasons why the Frontier can't keep up. Number 5. Recent struggles. Nissan has been through some serious turbulence in recent years. From corporate scandals to leadership shakeups, the automaker has faced a rocky road that directly impacts its vehicles and their sales, including the midsize truck. Buyers want stability and confidence, something Ford and General Motors can provide, but with Nissan's internal struggles, uncertainty is the last thing truckers need. Let's start with probably the biggest blow, the arrest and escape of the former CEO Carlos Ghosn. The scandal sent shockwaves through the company in 2018 and 2019, leaving consequences even today. It led to leadership changes, financial struggles, and a loss of overall direction. The company has been scrambling to recover ever since. In such crisis modes, product development and innovation take a back seat. We can't say that for the Frontier, which was recently updated, but sales have yet to recover. Maybe the biggest shock to the fandom was when Nissan announced that Honda could be a potential savior. CEOs were exploring the idea of a merger to help stabilize operations. Nothing major came from those talks yet, but the fact that Nissan is seeking outside help, especially from one of its biggest arch rivals of the past, highlights just how much uncertainty surrounds the company. Not only for truckers, but for all drivers, that is a red flag. Nobody wants to invest in a vehicle from a company that might not fully commit, or even worse, one that could abandon trucks altogether, as Nissan did with the Titan. This instability doesn't just affect the Frontier. The entire Nissan lineup has suffered, and while uncertainty is a major factor, even bigger reasons explain why this truck continues to struggle. Number 4. Thirsty V6 is more a weakness than a strength. The 3.8-liter V6 is a potent and durable engine, without a doubt. It delivers 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque, more than enough for a mid-sized truck. It's naturally aspirated, meaning no turbos to worry about. Raw power is exactly what many truckers still love, and that instant response of a big displacement engine. But here's the problem. Modern times demand modern solutions, and when it comes to modern trends in the truck world, the biggest manufacturers are shifting toward downsized turbocharged engines that offer a more balanced blend of power and efficiency. Ford, General Motors, and Toyota have moved away from traditional V6 mills and replaced them with Turbo 4s. These systems match or even exceed the power and torque of old-school V6s while delivering significantly better fuel economy. That's where the Frontier starts to feel outdated. With 20 mpg combined, it lags behind competitors like the Ford Ranger that returns 23 mpg, Chevy Colorado with 22 mpg, and the Toyota Tacoma that's ready to bring up to 24 mpg. And there's more than just gas savings. Stricter emissions regulations are pushing companies towards cleaner, more efficient sources of power for their trucks. And Nissan's V6 engine, although durable and powerful, doesn't align with the industry's current trajectory. Number 3. Outdated interior. New version is okay. Nissan finally gave the Frontier a much-needed overhaul. The truck's rugged exterior has always been eye-catching and long-lasting, but the interior was screaming for an update. For years, the Frontier felt way outdated compared to competitors. An old dashboard, cheap materials, and tech stuck in a previous decade. You can live with some of these, but not all of them at once. The recent redesign helped modernize the cabin, but the truck still has a long way to go before it builds a strong reputation of being an up-to-date truck with a modern cockpit. Massive touchscreens and wireless connectivity became standard options for the Ford Ranger and Toyota Tacoma, while the Frontier was stuck with small displays and a glitching interface. Then there's the interior design itself. The materials inside the Frontier have improved, but they still don't quite match the premium feel of some competitors. Hard plastics are still noticeable in areas where competitors have opted for soft touch surfaces. The seats are cozy, but the back row in the crew cab model remains tight. Having a double cab as an option is a good move, but we really miss the regular two-door configuration. So this point is about to change. Nissan's moving in the right direction, but building a strong reputation takes time. Truck buyers remember the years of outdated interiors, and the company must continue to build on this version to prove that the new Frontier isn't just a short-term improvement. Number 2. Pro 4X is not the most exciting off-road package. On paper, the upgrades the Pro 4X model brings seem impressive. The package includes Bilstein shocks, a locking rear differential, skid plates, all-terrain tires, and an upgraded suspension tuned for rough terrain. Not only outside but also inside, the Frontier is getting some rugged styling elements and unique upholstery. However, when you start comparing it to the real heavyweights in the segment, the Pro 4X starts to show its limitations. The Chevy Colorado ZR2 and GMC Canyon AT4 come with Multimatic DSSV shocks, front and rear lockers, and an advanced suspension setup. The Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro adds Fox shocks, and aggressive suspension lift, and terrain-focused drive modes that push its off-road abilities. And then there's the Jeep Gladiator and Ford Ranger Raptor, true off-road monsters in the league of their own. Even the Honda Ridgeline, long dismissed as a soft-roader, is stepping up its game with the Trail Sport package. The biggest issue with the Frontier Pro 4X model is that the truck doesn't take any big leaps forward. It's a solid off-road package, but the company isn't impressing fans with some high-tech options. For example, a front locker, more significant suspension upgrades beyond the Bilsteins, and innovations in traction control or crawl systems would make it special. The Frontier can handle some off-road duties, but it lacks the extreme capability, which is why buyers are opting for rivals. The foundation is there, the package is promising, but Nissan needs a big leap to catch up with the competition. Number 1. No premium trim level. Nowadays, truck buyers aren't just looking for a rugged workhorse. As days of bare-bones pickups are fading, enthusiasts aren't shy of spending extra to gain capability and comfort with more premium materials, advanced tech, and upscale interiors on the table. The Frontier is only available in 3 trims: S, SV, and SL. The SL model does bring some nice upgrades, but it doesn't match offers we can find on other trucks. This trim adds a navigation system, a sunroof, LED headlights, fog lights, leather upholstery, a 10-speaker Fender sound system, and cargo bed lights. These features certainly elevate the truck's appeal, but they don't push it into true luxury territory. Maybe the price tag is the best indicator. The new Frontier SL is currently available for $41,810. Compare it to the Toyota Tacoma Limited or the GMC Canyon Denali, and it's clear that Nissan isn't playing in the same league. Toyota packs the Tacoma with a larger touchscreen and a heads-up display and sells it for $52,555 without further upgrades. The Canyon Denali takes things even further with open-pore wood trim, ventilated seats, and a fully digital driver's display. The cost of this one is $53,595. With a difference of over $10,000, it's obvious that the Nissan Frontier trails the competition. Even if you're expecting something more from a base model, the starting price could be tricky. At $32,050, you're getting really basic. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.